Cooking with the vegan zombie.
Hey guys, Chris from the Vegan Zombie. Now I know what you're thinking. Where's John? Well, he left a while ago to get some different ingredients and to find some inspiration to make some new recipes. Now I'm pretty sure he got mixed up with a horde of zombies, but don't worry, he's a survivor. He can take care of himself. In the meantime, Indy and I have been sitting here guarding the safe house. And I gotta tell you, I'm getting pretty bored and really hungry. A lot of you have been asking how we make our tofu so crispy and tasty. Tofu is one of those things that'll take on the flavor of anything you season it with, which is a good thing. It's also something you can totally mess up or master with the perfection of 7 ninjas. And today, I'm gonna save you the trouble of all the mistakes I made in the past and show you how to make the perfect tofu. What I have here is a package of extra firm tofu. You're gonna wanna go with the extra firm. And I also have a steak knife. Yes, once you go vegan, you don't have to get rid of all your steak knives because they're perfect for opening a package of tofu. Now, a lot of people will drain their tofu and press their tofu to get the excess water out. We're not going to do that. You can also freeze your tofu and then thaw it out and it'll come out in a different consistency. We're not going to do that either. What we're going to do is we're going to put it on the side right like this. You're going to get a nice knife that's long enough and we're going to cut this in 4 pretty much the same size little rectangles. So now I'm over here at the stove. We're going to turn a non-stick skillet onto about medium heat. I'm going to use refined coconut oil. You're not going to want to use the raw virgin coconut oil because then it's going to taste like coconut. We don't want that. And also, it's not good at high heats. And when it's hot out, it's going to be either liquid or really mushy like this. And we're going to put these tofu slabs, make sure they get oiled on the bottom, and we're going to set them right here in the skillet. We have to be patient now. We have to let them cook. Now basically we're just going to use spices. You can use whatever spices you like. I use a certain set of spices, and what I'll do is I'll have sea salt and I'll put a little bit of that on it, sprinkle it with some pepper, and then I'll take a little paprika, sprinkle that on. We have other spices once we turn it over, but for now I use a lid. There's no rubber or plastic on this, it's all steel, and I'll just put it on top. It kind of like presses it down a little bit, and I'm just going to leave it like this for probably about 8 to 10 minutes. You don't want it on high. That's going to burn it. That's going to make your smoke detector go off. It's going to make zombies come at you. It's just a mess. Okay, I think we're ready to flip these tofu slabs to the other side. Make sure you have a pot holder because, as John would say, if you don't, you're going to burn your hands right off your body. Perfect. We're going to put a little bit more sea salt on each side. And then I got here some chili powder. A little bit of chili powder. And I also like to put a little bit of cumin. And you don't have to add this, but I like to put a little bit of hot sauce on each one. And then on top of that, I put a little bit of dried basil flakes. Again, we're going to let the other side cook for a little bit. I'd say only about 3 to 4 minutes. And then we're going to flip it over again. Okay, we're ready for the last flip. And there you have it. Now I'm going to turn it off and let it sit like this for a little bit till it cools off. Once it's cooled off, we'll move on to the next step. Our tofu is done. You can definitely stop at this point and eat it like this. You can put it on whatever you're going to make with it. If I cut it right now, it'll be nice and hot. It'll be like that. That's what we got going on right there. Little tofu, nice and flavorful, yet crispy. You can also cut it into cubes, whatever you want to do. However, if you want to follow my extra highly top secret next step, stick around. Okay, you stuck around. So here's what I did. You take the tofu that we just had and you let it cool off completely. You put it in the refrigerator, either in a plastic bag or I put it back in the tofu container. So I made these ones earlier. This is a tofu slab. It's completely cold. It was in the refrigerator. Now, when I cut this, you can totally eat it like this. It cuts perfect. There's no, you can see there's a little bit of a jagged edge there, but this one, it cuts perfectly. Now I wish you could taste how good this is through the camera, but you can't, so you gotta take my word for it. This really is the best tofu. And you can put these on your salad, you can eat it just like this, you can heat it up, you can use it for a pizza topping, you can put it on a sandwich. There's so many things you can do it. You can put them in tacos. So now you know my secret. You know how I make my tofu. So what are you waiting for? Go out and buy an extra firm block of tofu. Make it for your family and your friends. And make them believers that tofu doesn't have to be bland and boring. Well, there you have it. Flavorful, tasty tofu. So easy your cat could make it. Maybe don't let your cat try it. They can be a real jerk sometimes. Well, you get the idea. Anyway, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up and comment below. And as John would say, subscribe and survive. And hopefully, he makes it back in one piece. For now, Indy and I are going to eat some tofu for dinner. Indy! Okay, I think we're ready to turn them over to the other side. Now make sure you have a pot holder thing. Okay, I think we're ready to flip these tofu slabs. Now make sure you have a pot holder or some kind of napkin.